I was listening to the video that Bishop Strickland released the other day. I didn't listen to the English version, but he did a replica version in Spanish, and that's the version of the video that I actually listened to, the exact same. He has perfect Spanish, and it's been more received, it's been more well received in the Spanish speaking world than the English speaking world, which I thought was fascinating. And I'm sure if Pope Francis is going to listen to a video, he'll definitely listen to the one that he understands best, which is the Spanish one. And it has been published on a Argentinian YouTube channel, Que no te la cuentan. So it's very interesting to see that it's been so widely received in Argentina. And you know, in the video, he's not there screaming at the Pope and attacking the Pope. He's just asking simple questions. What are we doing? Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. We're supposed to preach him, live him, teach him, make him known in this world. And what are we doing in the church? To be honest, when you look at the synthesis document that we're going to bring to Rome from Ireland, and you look at people saying, I find Mass boring. 50 years of liturgical renovation, renewal, recreation. We've been spending 50 years destroying altars and altar rails and sanctuaries and destroying crosses and God knows what. I was at a Mass in a Catholic secondary school 2019, and they replaced the cross with a multicoloured collage behind the altar, as you do, because who needs cross in a church these days? Who needs altar rails? Who needs the sacred? Mass is to be entertained. Mass is for entertainment. And when we don't entertain, people get bored. And then they don't go because they don't feel entertaining. This is where we've landed in the church. And this is why we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Catholics leaving the German church every year, handing in their German Catholic membership card as such, because what have we done? What have we preached? In our seminaries, we can't teach men how to pray, but we'll teach them every woke ideology that under the sun, and we'll just ignore it when they're not living the faith. So it's interesting that Cardinal Strickland now, seemingly he'll be asked to resign by the Vatican, as you do, for what? Did he cover up child sex abuse? Did he have bad seminary formation? Was he pushing rainbow flags outside of churches and blessing different unions and so forth? Was he doing any of that? No. He's just asking what is going on in the church. Like, what is going on? What are we doing in Rome next month? What is the end goal of of this synodal process? If there's going to be dialogue in the church, you have to dialogue with your bishops. The Pope needs to dialogue with their bishops. You just can't create vacuums and silos and echo chambers, because this is what is happening in the church. This is seriously what is happening in the church. And Bishop Strickland is not alone. There are many bishops that stand with Bishop Strickland around the world. I only wish these bishops would actually voice it. But there are many bishops that are standing with Bishop Strickland. He's not alone. And he knows that. But I wish these bishops that privately support Bishop Strickland actually came out and said, we support you. We should stand united. We should be united around the faith. What is the faith of the church? What is the faith that our Lord is asking us to live? Is it a faith of what the German bishops are pushing on the church? Because there are many bishops that won't support that. No matter what synodal document ever gets published, they will never support that. They say it in private. They won't. And maybe the church will just, we'll discuss it and then it'll get parked over there. But even to discuss it goes to show how little faith we have. That we're not able to say, sorry, we don't discuss that. That is not part of the Catholic faith. So, the church has to wake up, and has to lead and has to pastor. Because many lay Catholics, if Rome wants to push this, they will drive the church into schism. They will drive this. They will do it. They will walk away from the truth if they're not careful the way that they're pushing this. And the nuncio said in a very telling interview that this synod is like what John 23rd is trying to do. Well, John 23rd at least had, Pope John the 23rd at least had, at least asked for all of the world's bishops to come to that council. This isn't a council, this is supposed to be a synod where hand-picked delegates are coming to discuss the fundamentals of the Catholic faith. I mean, many just don't understand, okay, well, what's your end task in this? What's the end game? Nobody begins a process without knowing where they want that process to go to. Nobody begins a process without knowing where this process is going to. Where is this process leading us to? And, you can't form a bishop, bring him up, form him in the faith, and then expect him to renounce that faith that he's been formed in. So, pray for the church, pray for unity, and pray for Bishop Strickland. But I did feel that his message was very compelling, very beautiful. Our Lord Jesus Christ should be preached again and lived. We should teach the faith, preach the faith, live the faith. And it's going to be interesting times now. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.